Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle and this is a word of caution regarding watching pick a card love readings. So while there is nothing inherently wrong with wanting to know where you stand with the love interest on your mind, the reason why you're wanting to know where you stand with them matters greatly, as it can greatly impact your mental and emotional well-being. So a very good question to ask yourself when it comes to why you're watching pick a card love readings is, am I simply curious or am I actually clinging? Holding on to hope isn't always a good thing, especially if it's keeping you stuck in limerence or in codependence. The last thing I want to do is to enable limerence and codependence with the content that I create. I want to help you create a life in which you're truly thriving, not keep you stuck in survival mode. And I know how it all works because I've been there. So this is where grace, knowledge, understanding, and compassion come in. It's okay if the only way you're able to self-soothe in this moment is by way of participating in coping mechanisms, distractions, and the like. As long as you're also doing yourself a favor by learning how to heal the wounding that has been fueling any limerence and or codependent patterns that you might have. My promise to you is that as you heal the wounding, your dependency on your SP, which means specific person, aka the person on your mind, or your ex, will begin to dissolve naturally, to the point where you're not even curious about what they're thinking and how they're feeling about you anymore. I know this to be true from personal experience. When you're ready to start healing the wounding, I have some amazing resources to get you going. My personal recommendation is to start with 2 videos, how to stop manifesting separation, and then the other one is called Releasing the Wants. Both videos will be linked in the description box below. My heart is always with you guys, and with that I bid you more happy viewing. Love, Michelle. Pile 1, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Michelle. We are back doing another pick a card love reading, and we are tapping into your person's energy and channeling direct messages from them to you about you and your connection or whatever's going on, just whatever comes through, right? Let's see, and then towards the end I might see if we can get anything about maybe thoughts and feelings and stuff, but I'm sure the messages themselves will kind of convey like where they're at, what they're thinking, how they're feeling, and all that stuff. All right, you guys. So pile 1, just keep in mind it's a general reading, so you know, whatever resonates, take it, run with it. If something isn't resonating or it's just not vibing, right, it just doesn't fit, you can either drop that and leave it behind for whomever it does resonate for. And if you just kind of feel like the reading just all in itself, the pile itself isn't landing, right? Just maybe take a minute, reset your energy, and see if one of the other 2 piles is calling out, or you feel drawn to one of the other 2 piles. All right, you guys. All right, pile 1. If you want me to tap exclusively into you and your person's connection, I have personal readings available. All the booking details are in the description box below. Just, yeah, there's a lot of readings available in the specific person category. Many of them are just $25, so go check them out. And I will say, you guys, a couple of messages are already coming through. Number 1, your person is very distracted. I don't feel like their focus is really, you know, and I'm just being honest, right? And I, you know, not trying to be too blunt, right? But I'm just being honest with what's coming through the energy and the messages. Your person is not focused on this connection. It's not really one of their top priorities at this point in time. We'll find out why, or we'll see what's going on. And I did notice, and okay, maybe you guys might be getting some kind of a message from them soon. Okay, because my thing just went off. Okay, and then oh, okay, yeah, because I was just about to tell you, like I noticed in the thumbnail for this reading that See in My Mind keeps wanting to trail off. All right, I noticed that you guys were drawn to the clear quartz, and also this was lit up like a, you know what, it was lit up, right? So, your person is wanting to make something very clear, or, wanting to provide some kind of clarity, wanting to let you know what's going on. And that might be like when they message you or reach out to you, it might be to have a very clarifying conversation with you, okay? Yeah, okay. So let's see. Well, you guys were drawn to the clear quartz. That can stand for clarity, clear communication. It's not necessarily tied to communication, but I'm feeling like it's going to be amplifying clarity in the form of communication, like your person is going to be reaching out and letting you know what the deal is here pretty soon if you are looking for clarification in some regard, okay? So let's find out their overall energy. Okay, if you guys are blocked, or if you blocked them, or I don't feel necessarily like, you blocked them, right? We got the Two of Swords in the reverse, but if there's any kind of restriction or, blocked access or restricted access to communication, for those of you where you are blocked, okay, if your person blocked you, they're going to be unblocking you. And I do feel it's because, they want to communicate or give you some kind of a very clarifying message about something, but that's specific, okay? If you know you're not blocked, then obviously just drop that for someone else. But this is carrying the overall energy of where something was blocked or restricted, or you didn't have access or free access to, whatever the case may be. Sword energy is information, it's messages, it's communication, okay? Where that was restricted to you before, it's like that block or that restriction is being removed. Okay, we'll find out what's going on with solar powered here in a minute. Overall messages to you. Okay, so we have the message here that there is someone else, all right? That's probably the source of the distraction that I was picking up on earlier. And then we have Earth here. It says the powerful energy of the yin represents the Earth, Moon, and motherhood. It nurtures you. It makes you strong. Welcome the positive vibration from the southwest and stay grounded. Grasp the golden timing, the end of summer, the beginning of fall. So there's a couple of things coming through with that. Yeah. You might be like, things feel very much maybe on your end. It feels very much up in the air, feels open-ended. You don't know what's going on or what to do, or something like that. You might have an inkling like what's going on with your person. Why access to them in some way, shape, or form has been limited. But it's like you're getting ready to gain clarity, and this is coming from your person. Okay, so not only are you going to be able to know exactly where you stand with them, coming from them, okay, you're going to know exactly what's going on. That's going to kind of help center and ground you, even though it might be some disappointing messages or whatever the message might be. It may not necessarily, we'll see what's going on, because I do feel like they're being distracted. Okay, we'll see what the nature of that apparent third-party energy is, okay? But there is kind of the sense for you in the meantime, as you're waiting for, your person to, remove that block or remove that restriction and to come forward and to message you. You might want to do some grounding and centering, maybe some shadow work and stuff like that. Let's see, let's find out what solar powered is. Give me a minute, you guys. Okay, yeah, so solar powered, it says, here comes the sun. Clear, beautiful light is shining on everything right now. All you need unfolds easily before you. Decisions are a snap as you guide into the ease, as you are guided into the ease of your own power, of your own unlimited connection to the universe. You can bask in this, knowing that light shines on everything you need to know today. Yeah. If you guys have been feeling in the dark, if your person has been keeping you in the dark, they're getting ready to pop out with, some explanations here. And, you know, it may not necessarily be disappointing messages. We'll find out what's going on here. But, you know, we do have some kind of a third party dynamic at play because we do have the energy of there is someone else, okay? All right, let's find out your messages. Pile one's person. Tell me about the Two of Swords up here. Let's clarify some of these. Tell me more about the Two of Swords in reverse, please. Ooh. Well, for some of you, this is very specific, okay? Very specific, but your person may be married. They may have been blocking like access to them. They may have blocked you on social media or restricted your access to them on social media, so you didn't find that out, okay? But this is your person coming through because we got the Hierophant here with the Seven of Wands in the reverse. So this is them, like up until this point, they've been keeping this information from you. They're going to be, you know, being very honest and upfront about that, okay? And by the way, you guys, you know, if this is an issue, you can actually, you know, marriage and divorces, that's open, that's public information. You can actually do searches on that yourself. You don't have to wait for your person. So, you know, if that's you and you're like, I don't know, you know, if you've been having an inkling about maybe your person, and this could be true for those of you where maybe, you know, your person told you they were married, but they got a divorce or something like that. They may be coming out to let you know that that was not, in fact, the truth. Okay, we got the Hierophant here in the upright position. That, again, that's marriage. Okay. Yeah, so that's what that is. Now, if you know for a fact that your person's not married, okay, there's just something here about your person wanting to restrict your access. There's something that they've been restricting your access to because they haven't been wanting you to find out. They've been defensive of it up to this point, right? They've been blocking your access to them because they didn't want you to find out about a possible very serious relationship that, you know, is going on in their life that you know, they didn't want you to know about, okay? Or they didn't want you to see playing out. Again, though, with the Two of Swords in the reverse and the Seven of Wands in the reverse, your person's getting ready to come clean, basically, about that. That's pretty much the energy of this whole, like, your message to you, pile one, from your person is they're getting ready to come clean about something that they've been hiding from you, okay? A more general message if the marriage thing or your person kind of hiding like maybe another serious relationship from you. But again, this is all on the board. There's someone else here, right? But, you know, it's a general reading. So not every one of you is it going to be about something where, you know, your person's married, or, you know, they got into a very seriously committed relationship. And, you know, in this instance with the Hierophant showing up here, that it's serious, okay? For those of you, though, where, you know, that's not the case, or that doesn't just, it's not landing, this is almost like your person feeling they have, okay, so they have been keeping something from you. That's the general message for all of you in this pile, okay? Your person's been keeping something from you. And with the Hierophant here, that might be them feeling like they might be feeling nudged by the universe or by God or by source or their higher self to come clean about it, all right? Whatever that might be. They're being nudged, you know, divinely nudged to come clean, to let that defense down, to unblock, to, you know, unrestrict, all that stuff. To put it out there, what's really going on, all right? So, I mean, you know, so, I mean, regardless of what the information is, that is good news for you guys, because, you know, that is, at least they're giving, your person is giving you a choice, right? If they come clean, if they let you know what's going on, if they're telling you the truth, that does at least give you a choice. You know, you'll know what to do with that information when it comes. But again, you know, if it's about marriage, you guys don't have to wait for your person. Go check public records, okay? You can find out whether your person is still married by checking public records. Let's see. Background checks, y'all. All right. Okay, let's find out about there is someone else. Pile one's person. Actually, okay, I want to stay over here on the left side. Tell me about solar powered. Something coming to light. Your person coming clean. What's that about? Yeah, I feel drawn about there is someone else. For the vast majority of you that's tuning in, that is what it's about, okay? Because it is here on the board, it's a main energy, so the majority of you tuning in, it is an actual third party that's a person. We'll find out whether or not that person, for many of you, if it's romantic, you know, sexual. All right, they're wanting me to clarify now. There's someone else. Tell me about this someone else. Oh man, they don't want to talk about it. Tell me about there's someone else. Clarify. Tell me more about this. Who's this who's this person to you, pile one's person? Who's a third party to you, pile one's person? Wow. Your person is not talking. They don't want to talk about it. I'm going to get a different deck. This one's not talking. Pile one's person. Tell me about this card here. Tell me more about, there we go, right away. Okay. Yeah, there's the Four of Wands, but it's showing up in the reverse, okay? Tell me more. So right away, the first thing, you know, because the Four of Wands is a marriage card. It's also, you know, twin flame cards. It's also soulmate cards. It's living and moving in together, you know, card. But the fact that it's coming up in the reverse, it could be an ex, right? It could be an ex. So for those of you where that resonates, I am going to tell a lot of you, if, you know, if you feel guided to and it hits, I'm feeling guided to kind of urge you guys, you know, if your person was married and they told you that they weren't, or, you know, they told you that, you know, they're divorced or whatever the case may be, go check the records, okay? Because they might be lying to you about whether or not the divorce is official. Let me see. Let's get some more. Yeah, for many of you, it's an ex. It's something about an ex. The Queen of Wands. Yeah, yeah, it's an ex, okay? For that, there is someone else. That's... For many of you, that's the reason why they're restricting access to themselves from you. That's why they blocked you, was because of an ex, okay? Why, though? Why? I mean, there could have been some drama playing out that maybe, you know, your person didn't want you to catch wind of. Because I'm not seeing anything yet where, you know, the reason why your person may have blocked you or restricted access to them, restricted your access to them was because, you know, they're trying to work things out. I'm not seeing that, okay? There may have been some drama happening. A drama queen is definitely coming through with the Queen of Wands. And so, you know, there may have been, yeah, there may have been. I just saw the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups when I split the deck. So that may have been kind of up in the air. Your person may have maybe briefly considered working things out with their ex. Okay, that, and you know, it's not the strongest energy at all, but you know, I did see it. Those two, that energy made itself known to me, so it's a possibility. Okay, yeah, with the Five of Swords in the reverse. More, okay, so what your person is saying is like, okay, The reason why they restricted your access to them, it's not necessarily like, yeah, they're being very honest, right? They're saying, yeah, I thought about it. I thought about working things out with my ex. I thought about maybe giving it one more try, but it seems like it didn't get very far because there's drama all over this energy here. And so that might be why, that's the main reason why they restricted your access to them, was because there was drama happening and they didn't, you know, either they didn't want the ex to catch wind of you, and or they didn't want you to see what was going on, because this could have been, when I say drama, I mean like messy, like public, like, you know, playing out on social media. I mean, just nasty, right? Because when I feel like, when I'm picking up on energy with the drama queen, and if this isn't, you know, for some reason, the main message that's coming through is you being blocked on social media. But if that's not the case, then what it is just your person blocking your access to them. Them not calling you, them not inviting you over, you know, them but, you know, really keeping distance from you, because there's some really, there's chaos between them and someone else happening that they didn't want you to, you know, it's not even so much like, yeah, if you were to show up in the midst of this, it's like it would be drama and chaos. Your person might be being watched like a hawk by their ex. I just heard mad key stalking. I would normally say low key, but low-key, like, ooh, like I was gonna say low key, like on the down, like, you know, not too bad, but like the being Loki, right? The entity Loki just came through. Oh, they're dealing with somebody, pile one, who's very tricky, very conniving. And with the Five of Swords being in the reverse here, your person is doing everything in their power, not even to keep the peace, but to keep the chaos at a minimum. What your person is saying, pile one, is there is no peace with this person unless this person gets their way, right? The third party. And obviously your person having something to do with you, or being romantic or serious about someone else other than the third party, they're not going for that. And so that's that's what's going on. That's the message from your person, and what they're wanting to do is, at some point, they're wanting to be, you know, come clean about what's been happening. So what I am picking up for a lot of you here, pile one, you guys may not have heard from your person. They may have just kind of, some of you, they ghosted. Wow, that just caught in my throat. Okay, yeah. For some of you, they ghosted. For others of you, they just kind of, your person does not like that I said that. And you know what? It's because they feel bad to your person. They didn't ghost you, right? That's not how they're wanting you to view it. What they're doing really is they're laying low. Oh my gosh. They're wanting, yeah. They don't like that word ghost. Interesting. Okay. But yeah, so, and that's what's happening. It's like, you know, your person, you haven't heard from your person. They're laying low. They're keeping you at a distance. And it's because, you know, they got a crazy person on their tail. And that person is keeping a very close eye on your person. And they said they are mad key stalking. Okay, not low key. But yeah, Loki, like the entity. And when you think about Loki, if you know anything about Loki, you know, trickster, pops up, you know, gaslighting, you know, just, yeah, that's kind of the energy that I'm getting, that chaos. I think that is, you know, Loki's the something of chaos is what, yeah, and that's what they're dealing with. It's, you know, man. Okay. Let me burn some Palo, because you know what? As soon as I tapped into that energy, you know what? And that third party may be under the influence of Loki. You know, that's very specific, but, you know, for some of you that could be the case. Let me clear that energy out of here real quick, you guys. Yeah. So this is giving me energies of your person actually, you know, yeah, I mean, there is some elements there. It's self-preservation. It's not all because they're trying to, you know, they're in self-preservation mode. That third party is giving your person hell. Stalking your person, popping up on them out of nowhere. If there's anything that the third party can use as leverage against your person, they're using it, okay? They're saying it's not fun over there. And, you know, and yeah, with Seven of Wands, yeah, so they are being defensive. What I was going to say is the Four of Wands being in the reverse. That's not fun. They're not having fun over there, okay? That's not what any of this is about. All right. Let's see your thoughts. Let's see what messages really. What do you want pile 1 to know? Your messages to pile 1, please. Pile 1's person. Your messages to pile 1. I have a feeling, pile 1, that the third party knows about you in some capacity, because I'm actually, and I'm blocking it. I'm not allowing it to come through, but I'm picking up that the third party actually wants to come through and speak to you. Okay, so they do the third party does kind of have an idea. They know about you. They don't know your name, okay? And I know this to be true because I'm picking up very clearly from your person, pile 1, that if the third party knew who you were, okay? If they knew your name, if they knew who you were, you would have heard from the third party already, okay? We're talking about chaos, that third party is. And your person is trying to, you know, minimize the chaos, and they're definitely trying to keep you out of it, okay? No to the third party. This is not a third party reading. Get out. Yeah, the third party is very invasive, you guys, and this is what your because I can feel the energy trying to come through, like trying to force its way through. The third party is trying to force their way through to talk to you, and that's giving me energy of somebody, like, you know, if you're arguing with the third party, that person yelling, and so that, you know, they don't want you to talk, they want you to hear them. You know, it's that kind of an energy. It's nasty. Very ugly energy. Okay, pile 1's person only. Pile 1's person only. Pile 1's person only. Your messages to pile 1. You guys, I might have to take a minute and sage. Oh, I got some Florida water. Give me a minute. Because that third party energy is very persistent and invasive. Oh shit. Yep, and I just spilled this. My bad. I'll try to remember to edit this out. But I must have needed a lot of it. Yeah, I must have needed a lot of it because yeah, I can already feel that energy weakening. Okay, good deal. Good deal. You guys. Okay. And if I haven't forgot, I might just leave this in because this is pretty much part of the reading you're seeing. See, that never happens. You know, that was a mess that came out. Things are just chaotic, and that's what your person is dealing with right now, pile 1. Okay, that's pretty much your person's message to you. Things are chaotic over there. For a lot of you, you know, your person, pile one, they can't get a word in edgewise. Yeah, they're dealing with a very mean-spirited individual at this point in time. All right, pile one's person. What do you want pile one to know? What do you want pile one to know? Pile one's person, what do you need to know? What do you want pile one to know? Man. Oh God. Okay. You guys, this reading is being hijacked. And it could very well be because your person's energy is so enmeshed with the third party's energy. I can't block the third party's energy out because, yeah, they're so enmeshed. Because I'll be honest, and maybe this is just part of the message, so you know what you're dealing with, okay? You know what's going on behind the background. The kinds of messages that were coming out, we had I forgive you and I'm still holding a grudge, and then we had wandering eye and attention whore. But all of these were coming out sideways, and so this is almost like the third party trying to come through and gaslight you about your person's feelings for you. Like the third party coming through, not wanting you to know how, you know, your person feels about you, right? Trying to come through and be like, oh, you know, you can't trust your person. He's got a wandering eye and this and that and blah, blah, blah. And for a lot of you, you know, not to say, it just depends on the status of your guys' connection, but that's kind of what it feels like, you know, the third party wanting to contact you and dog on your person to you, right? Wanting to talk shit on your person to you. In any way, shape, or form. It could start off as a, you know, we gotta protect, like, I'll give you what's coming through. I'll give you guys an example of what I had dealt with in the past, and this was many years ago. I was kind of seeing a guy, kind of, right, and his girlfriend, or not his girlfriend, it was actually his ex, and they were going through a really nasty, like, back and forth separation. And the guy that I was seeing, though, we hadn't been seeing each other in a long time, but we had maintained contact, right? Because we just got along. We had a very natural, you know, we had a great chemistry. We just got along, right? And so the girl that he was seeing, that he was with for a while, they split up and they separated. And she messaged me. Just out of nowhere, just messaged me. I had no relationship with this girl, never met her before. And I guess maybe she was worried that he would make a move towards me. Now, granted, you know, he lived 3 states away from me, right? he lived 3 states away. I mean, that was how long it was that, you know, this guy and I, you know, we hadn't had anything romantically, because when we were dating, we were living in the same city, right? And then I moved, and then we broke up, and then, you know, eventually I moved away. And so we didn't have anything. There was no real reason for her to fear him going after me, because it just didn't make sense. You know, the friend of mine, the guy friend, that I had previously dated, neither one of us was into long distance relationships. But for whatever reason, you know, his chick or ex-chick was afraid that he was gonna, I don't know, she may have done this for everybody, I don't know. But she messaged me, and at first the message was taking on like, you know, us girls got to stick together, and, you know, he's a liar and he's this and he's that. And really what she was, you know, so she was speaking on things. And I'm like, that's not the person that I know, right? The way that she was describing this person to me was not the person. And yeah, the fact that I'm having a hard time, you know, voicing this is letting me know that's what this third party is wanting to do. They're wanting to come through and really shit on your person's reputation to you, right? And first it may take an air of, hey, we gotta stick together, us women gotta stick together, or us whatever, right? And then if you don't take the bait, or if you don't believe them, then all of a sudden it's going to turn into, you know, vitriol, anger, rage, you know. And that's exactly what happened with that chick. Like, I didn't even respond back. You know, I did see the message. I didn't even respond back. In fact, you know, I let my friend know that she had reached out to me. And because I didn't respond back to her, because one of the things that she told me or asked me, she was like, please don't say anything to him, don't tell him that I messaged you, because I'm afraid of him, right? And the person that I know, I'm like, he's not like that. He's not anyone to be afraid of, right? Like, I've never experienced him like that. You know, I'm not saying that maybe she didn't have, you know, those experiences, because we know some people can bring out the worst in you. But you know, I did realize later that her, you know, she was talking a lot of, it was mad shit was all she was doing, because she told, after I didn't say anything or respond back to her message to me, she went to the guy, right, and told him, first accused him of cheating on her with me, even though we lived 3 states away. And, you know, and then told him that she reached out to me. So I'm like, oh, but I thought you were afraid of him. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it was all just lies and manipulation. That's all it was that she was doing. And that's like what's going on with your person and their third party. It's like, you know, the third party, they've caught wind of you. They don't know who you are. They don't know what your name is, right? But they have caught wind that your person is interested in someone else, okay? And if they were to find out who you were, there is a possibility that person would try to mad key stalk you as well, because they're doing it to your person, okay? And so, yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, like, because the energy that I'm getting, like what I'm getting from your person, because I blocked the third party out. The third party's blocked. As much as they possibly can be, right? Again, the third party's energy is so enmeshed in your person that it's very difficult to block the third party out completely. So I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get messages from your person. I'm going to try again. We'll see. Anyway, almost thank your lucky stars, because I can sense the energy of this person, the third party, and you don't want that mess. You don't want it, pile one. So I mean, if your person isn't reaching out, if they're restricting access to you, if you two of you aren't hanging out, or whatever the case may be, you know, be thankful, because otherwise you don't want the third party knowing who you are. That's a whole, it's mess, you guys. It's mess, it's chaos, it's vitriol, it's you don't want it. All right, pile one's person. Yeah. I'm scared shitless, yeah. Pile one's person. They are really afraid of what this third party over here is actually capable of. Let's get 2 more. This is a very, this is a message that's more on the specific side. If it, you know, it is kind of general, but it is a little bit more specific, okay? For those of you where it's like, this is like a heterosexual dynamic, and your person's the man, right? He's the guy, and he's dealing with a third party that's a female. The message that's coming through from your person, pile one, is, you know, like, he's a guy, he's strong. Physically, right? He may even be big and tall. And he's saying that as big as he is, yep, as big as he is, and as strong as he is afraid of what the third party is capable of. He's afraid for his own safety to some degree. So it's like, imagine what the third party would be like with you, right? There's some psycho ass bullshit happening over here, pile one. So thank your lucky stars if you're not hearing from your person, because they're trying. Again, them keeping you away from the third party is secondary, right? Yeah, that's one of the precautions that they're taking, because they definitely don't want to bring it to your doorstep. But your person is primarily right now, you know, they're saying they can kind of handle it, especially with that Five of Swords in the reverse. But, I mean, your person has a fight on their hands, pile one, when it comes to this third party. That third party, it's going to take damn near a miracle to get that third party off of your person. Their energy is too enmeshed. Let me get 2 more. Your messages to pile one, please. Pile one's person, your messages to pile one. Oh, for some of you, it is something coming through. That could be an actual entity. I mean, okay, again, this is a little bit more specific. It's on the specific side. For some of you, it is an entity, okay? Now, the entity could be attached to the third party, and it is a third party person, right? Or the entity could be, because I am picking up on Loki energy, okay? So there is definitely that attachment, that enmeshment is Loki. Or you know, an energy that's very Loki-like. And so, wow, this is getting a little bit confusing, but I mean, again, there's different things. So if there is an actual third-party person, because I'm sensing it both ways. Now, for some of you, you know, the more specific side is that the Loki energy could actually be attached to your person. And that's why that energy is so enmeshed, because the attachment is on your person. And the third party could be maybe a person, you know, another third party energy. And it's not so much that the third party is enmeshed in your person's energy. It's the entity Loki itself, and it could be that Loki energy that's causing all this chaos and destruction, you know, and activating those chaotic energies in the third party. Let me look at that real quick, because let me see what's of my viewers. Tell me the percentage. Loki is attached to pile one's person. Okay, mainly no. Okay, so that is more specific, because for the vast majority of you, this Loki energy is not attached to your person, it's attached to the third party. Damn, and that just fell. Man, I'm telling you, it's chaotic energy. Okay. And again, you know, take it if it resonates. For some of you, okay, again, this is more very specific, more specific. For some of you, Loki is attached to your person, and there might be addictions involved. I will just say Loki's in here somewhere. Okay. The whole point of Loki is to cause chaos and confusion. And so I do know that the energy of Loki is active in this dynamic, in this reading involving your person and a third party. I'm having a hard time though. Like, it did say that for the vast majority of you that it is more so attached to the third party than it is your person. But You know, and that being the case, the only reason why Loki is able to have the kind of effect that it does on your person, because I am picking up on that enmeshment energy there, okay? So to some way, somehow, some degree, your person has allowed it, okay? Allowed that energy to become so enmeshed, because I'm having a very difficult time blocking out. You know, I'm holding the Loki energy at bay so that I can do this reading from you, right, or for you. But it's so enmeshed in your person that, you know, it's, yeah. And actually what I'm wanting to do, I'm wanting to close this, I want to close this reading as soon as possible, because, yeah, I don't like it. And I can see why your person is wanting to, you know, and that could be your person too, wanting to close the reading because they don't want the energy to have any kind of access to you. I get it, okay? Let's get 2 more. Yeah, I'm going to get a couple more and then we're going to end your reading, you guys, just so you know what's going on, okay? If you got from this reading what you came here for, if you'll take a moment, smash the like button for me. It's a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel. Comment below, let me know that you picked this pile. Hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you don't miss a reading or an announcement. Let's see, pile 1's person, messages to pile 1. What do you want pile 1 to know? Yeah, we got no one compares to you. It did try to flip to the other side where it says just another fish in the sea, but I'm contributing that to the other energy, right? That other energy does not, that third party does not want you to know how your person feels about you. Yes, see? And this is what I mean. This was good. This is good because I saw this at the bottom of the deck earlier. Let's spend more quality time together. This is coming from your person and your person wanting to know, like, am I really your one and only? Okay? So your person is wanting to focus more on you and in the connection, but they got something going on that makes it, it's making it impossible for this to happen. They want to spend quality time with you. They want to see you. Your person wants to see you. They want to communicate. They want to reach out. They want to, you know, make things very clear and explain everything they want to. But this energy over here, they're trying, you know, that needs to die down somehow. Okay. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, though, it says you should let me go. You know, things could have gotten really bad with whoever this past person is. And maybe at the moment, because it is at the bottom of the deck energy, so it's not the strongest. But your person is having a difficult time figuring out how to mitigate this energy over here. This chaos, the confusion that this third party energy is contributing. Okay, again, you know, your person is being mad key stalked by this third party. Your person is being watched like a hawk, okay? You know, like a hawk. They're being watched like a hawk. So anyway, yeah, that was your reading, pile 1. We're going to go ahead and close your reading now. You guys, I highly suggest for you, since you watched this, you know, go take a salt bath, you know, go run some running water, you know, sage, okay? Definitely, you know, put a shield of protection around you and then drop it, right? Try not to focus too much on like, I need protection. Just do the protection ritual, do the cleansing, and then just drop it and go about your life and try not to worry too much about anything like that. You don't want to give this energy any kind of a pass into, you know, because anytime you worry or you fear or you doubt or anything like that, you're putting yourself into the exact kind of energy that energy needs to, you know, to attach. You don't want that to happen. Okay. So yeah, just, you know, go, okay, you know, you got the message that you needed. Go take a bath, put some Epsom salt in there, you know, do a prayer of gratitude that you're protected and that, you know, you don't have to worry about all of that, and just drop it and go live your life as if you never heard this message. All right. All right, you guys, I love you so much. I will see you guys at your next pick a card reading. Bye, guys. Pile 2, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. If you're new here, we're doing another pick a card love reading. Today we are tapping in and channeling messages from your person to you regarding you guys and this connection, okay? So just keep in mind, you guys, it's a general reading, so whatever resonates, claim it, take it, run with it. If something isn't resonating, you can simply drop it and leave it behind for whomever it might be resonating for. And if you kind of find like just the whole pile, the reading itself just isn't landing, maybe try and clear and reset your energy and see if you feel drawn to one of the other two piles. All right, you guys? And I do have personal readings available. If you would prefer for me to tap exclusively into the energy of you and your person's connection, the description box below has all the booking details. There's a lot of readings available in the specific person category. Many of them are just $25 USD. All right, pile 2. Now, you guys were drawn to the Smoky Quartz, and I don't know. I did see the thumbnail, right? The thumbnail, this thing was hidden, okay? The crystal, you could barely see it in the thumbnail. And I even contemplated, like, maybe I should switch them around, right? So that pile 2 can at least see the crystal, but it was like, no, that's part of the reading, right? There's a message in that itself. And so Smoky Quartz itself is, a very protective stone. It also filters out negative energies. And the fact that this was hidden, there might be something going on in the background with your person that they're trying to either protect you from or hide you from, some kind of negativity, all right, that they're not wanting to tell you about, okay? And that's factoring into your guys' message somehow. So let's look at what's going on here, their overall energy. There's the Page of Swords, but it's showing up in the reverse. Yeah. And we got superhero. I'll tell you what I'm picking up from that. There's I owe you an apology. So, one of the messages that your person wants to share with you is basically, they want to apologize for something. But at this point, it could be more energetic than anything. With appreciate yourself, it says long-lasting fulfillment comes from the ability to create your own internal peace and happiness. Feeling sad, lonely, or even insecure is all part of a soul's growth. Appreciate who you are and the unique qualities that you offer to the world. So, this is your person coming through, and let's see, can you see those two when I got it like that? Hold on. Yeah, you can. Awesome. This is your person coming through, and basically what I'm hearing them say, and they're very sincere in this energy with this message. They're literally saying, it's not you, pile 2, it's me. They see you. They see your value, right? There's something going on, though, that they're not wanting. They're either hiding it from you. It's I don't know. We'll see. It was hidden, though. Smoky Quartz was hidden in the thumbnail. You could barely make it out. And it's protective. Whatever it is, it's protective in nature, right? Filtering, it's blocking out something negative. What I'm not sure of is whether or not your person is hiding it from you on purpose. With the Page of Swords in the reverse, it kind of feels like that. It feels like there's something negative happening that your person is hiding away from you on purpose, but it is taking on a protective quality. Like they're trying to keep you away from it, okay? Let's find out what's going on with superhero. It says, right now you've got superhuman strength. The truth is, you always do, but most of the time you don't need it. Why bother? Everything's rocking along just fine. You're about to learn just how cool, how strong, and how amazing you really are. They're having a different, pile 2, if your person is not talking to you, if they're not hanging out with you, it's actually taking everything in them not to. Okay? It's because what I'm hearing is like it's taking superhuman strength for them to keep themselves from reaching out. Yeah, for some reason. Okay, we'll find out what's going on. Let me see what else, if there's anything else that wants to come out for appreciate yourself. Give me a minute, you guys. These Okay, so it does say something about the wood element, yin wood, beauty and endurance, so very feminine. There's a feminine energy here. I'm hearing very graceful. Additional messages, it says try to better understand yourself so that you can understand others and their impact on the situation you asked about. Reflect on how you view yourself. The strategic answer to your question is found within. Accept who you are, and you don't need to stress over being a better you. There's something here about trying not, like pile 2, try not to make it personal about you, like what's going on with this person. That's their message to you. For a lot of you, I'm feeling like like you haven't heard from your person. They're not reaching out. They're not accepting invitations from you. And your person, their message is like, please don't take it personal. They're literally saying it's something that they're dealing with. It's not you. Okay, and it's something for whatever reason that they're not wanting you to know about. Okay, they are recognizing that they're, because they're saying I owe you an apology. So they're not being flippant when they're doing this, right? So if they're not reaching out to you, it's they're not being. It's not them being dismissive. It's not them not caring. It's not, they actually do care. They care very much. That's why they're saying I owe you an apology, because they do feel like it's wrong for them not to reach out to you. They do feel like it's wrong for them not to hang out with you, not to see you, not to maybe give you a heads up with what's going on, right? They want, they don't want what they're doing. Okay? What they're saying is they don't want their actions or lack of action to affect your self-esteem or your self-confidence at all, because they're literally saying, pile 2, it's not you, it's me. They're dealing with something in the background they're not wanting you to know about, for most of you. Okay, let's clarify the Page of Swords here. The Page of Swords in the reverse again. Oh, come on now. That's like, man, yeah, this is them not reaching out, okay? Your person may actually, for messages from you, they may be taking a hiatus. Your person may be fasting or detoxing social media. They, this could be somebody that might, your person may be somebody that maybe had been on social media, but your person may actually, I feel like your person is hiding, honestly. Like they're not active on social media very much, yeah, this is giving me energies almost of your person hiding. Tell me more about the Page of Swords in the reverse. Because the Page of Swords in the upright position can talk about online activity, online messaging. For a lot of you, I am feeling that it is your person. What do they call that? When you, yeah, like fasting social media. Just, taking a hiatus from social media. Just taking a hiatus from online activities. Tell me more about the Page of Swords in the reverse. Okay. Not a lot else is wanting to come out. So what we're going to do is, let's see. We'll get more messages this way. Pile 1's person. 2, sorry. Pile 2's person. Your messages to pile 2, please. Your truth, honest, true messages. Your honest, truthful messages to pile 2. Your honest, truthful messages to pile 2. They are not wanting to talk. What is going on here? Okay, so both of these messages apply. So one side, but it is favoring the side that says you're the best thing that's ever happened to me. But with the nothing but drama also popping out, this feels like that's what they're dealing with in the background. Okay, is nothing but drama, and that feels like whatever that is. Okay, your person's not even wanting to talk about it. Your person's kind of shut down, is what it feels like, because yeah, that's yeah. Because when I was wanting to clarify the Page of Swords, your person didn't want to clarify nothing. I mean, literally, the Page of Swords in reverse came out again. And when I tried to clarify it, the Page of Swords again, nothing came out, right? Then I was trying to get these messages out and nothing. Your person, I don't know. This is like your person just tired. They're tired of talking, just in general. They're saying, so their message is like they're tired of explaining themselves. They're tired of talking. There's something about drama that is just completely depleted your person's energy. They just, to the point where they're wanting to shut everyone out. Okay. I have a feeling, Pile, too, if they went ghost on you, you're not the only one they went ghost on. They probably are shutting themselves out from the world at this moment. I'm not necessarily picking up on hermit energy, though, so it's not about them like withdrawing from the world and going inside. This is them shutting down, okay, due to drama. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, I'm picking up on the energy of them hiding. They're hiding, but it's because they're shutting down. They don't want to talk to nobody. They don't want to say anything. They don't want to talk about feelings. You know, it's almost like it takes up too much energy. They just don't have the energy for it. I'm not picking up on them being depressed either, but we'll see. I just heard that I just heard that's a snippet of that song from No Doubt. I'm Just a Girl, but it's not. I had it up to here. That's what I heard. Yeah, your person, they're fried. Okay, they're fried. They're fed up. So they're coming through and saying, I like things right where they're at, right? They're kind of in a comfort zone right now. And then we also have, please don't give up on me. So your person, one of the messages that they're wanting to share with you, Pile 2, is that, you know, this is just a phase that they're going through. I'll see if I can get anything from them regarding what happened. Like, why did they shut down? Why, you know, but your person is like, they're not, and you know, because they are coming through saying, I owe you an apology. They realize that they're not handling this the right way. They're realizing that by that they're shutting you down, or they're shutting down and they're shutting you out, and that's not they should not be treating you that way. Okay. This doesn't feel like whatever it is that caused them to shut down. It doesn't feel like, I mean, it could, you know, see, they're not even wanting to talk about it. They're not even wanting to talk about it. What I will say, it doesn't feel like you're a main factor. You could be a factor, right? It could just be like, you know, but I feel like this is happening. This is just them. They're shutting everything out. If they ain't got to deal with it, they don't want to deal with it. It's weird. It's weird. And then at the bottom of the deck, it says, I'm not avoiding you. I just need more time. Yeah. So they're isolating right now. They're shutting themselves off in a way, and we'll see if I can find out what's going on with, what's going on with nothing but drama. You know what? I'm not going to ask them. I'll ask their higher selves. What's going on with this nothing but drama for Pile 2? Okay, we got the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. It could maybe have something to do with work. They might be being overworked, or they just feel overworked. They could be working overtime. For a lot of you, though, it could just be drama concerning their finances. Tell me more. What's the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse got to do with nothing but drama? What's going on? How is this connected to drama? And, oh, the fluorite, which is also very filtering when it comes to negative energies. because the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse here, but the crystal that's on that card is fluorite. There could be drama concerning money. There could be, but literally it could be work, drama at work, right? Because that's what the Eight of Pentacles is. It's hard, you know, being at work. There could be drama going on where it's making work difficult for them. Yeah, and it's just they're trying to take a break from it. There's just a lot of just drama that they're trying to take a break from, but it just, you know, I don't know if you've ever dealt with that pile two where, you know, you were just so fed up with just life in general, you know, that you just shut everyone and everything out. I don't, you know, I never really had, you know, I've never, but I'm not going to say that that doesn't happen, right? And so, you know, I've gone a while without talking to people, but if they would reach out to me and message me, I would, you know, I would reply, you know, and stuff like that. But, you know, for those of you where you have reached out to this person and they're just not responding back, you know, again, they're wanting to say, please don't take it personally, pile two. They're going through something over here, okay? It's something that your person, like the feelings that I'm picking up on, there's frustration, there's feeling fed up, and it feels like with life in general, not with you, right? Feeling frustrated, feeling fed up, and it just, they shut down. And again, I don't feel like you're the only one, like if they're ghosting, I don't feel like you're the only one they're doing that to. And then the Eight of Swords is showing up at the back of the deck in the upright position. So, yeah. Whatever the drama is, it could very well be self-imposed. It could be self-limitation, right? Beliefs about themselves that is kind of creating their experiences for them. Tell me more about I like things right where they're at. I'm sorry, it's not funny. And sometimes I laugh when things get really interesting, just the way that the messages come through, because what's clarifying I like things right where they're at pops out the Five of Cups, okay? And what came through is your person's like, they're in a pity party over there, okay? They're mad, they're frustrated, but it feels like just overall, and it's like, I'm happy in my pity party over here, just leave me alone, right? And so, you know, and maybe I do somewhat find it amusing because your person they know that they're in the middle of a tantrum. That is kind of what it feels like. They're kind of having a tantrum and a pity party right now, and they know that. That's why they're saying, you know, they're coming through pile two in their messages to you, saying that they know they're not handling things the right way. They know they know that they should be responding to your messages or reaching out, explaining things, and there might be something. So I will say what it feels like they're protecting you from. It doesn't necessarily feel like, you know, an outside. It feels like they're protecting you from themselves because they're in such a foul mood right now. You know, they might be snapping at people, right? They might be lashing out. And so it's almost like, you know, they shut themselves down because maybe your person knows, you know, they can be very mean when they're in this space, right? And they're not wanting to be mean. And at the same time, they also understand and realize that's not an excuse not to answer you, not to reach out to you. That's not an excuse to just leave you hanging and not let you know what's going on, right? But your person is kind of, what they're saying is, one of their messages to you, pile two, is that they are, you know, what do they call that? Choosing the lesser of two evils. Yeah, because I'm hearing two things now. I'm hearing a pity party, right? So it's like, woe is me. Why is this happening to me? Why is it, you know, but it's also a petty party. Like your person can be petty, right? It's like just, yeah. So your person is like, no, they're, you know, yeah, they're not handling things the right way. They know that. And they're not, and they also realize like they're not handling things the way a mature, emotionally intelligent person would. but they're being very honest with you in this energy. Like pile 2, you know, they're not developed enough yet to be able to put their frustration aside and speak to you from, you know, an emotionally grounded place. They're like, no, I'm frustrated and I'm gonna be, you know. So what your person is saying, like, you know, if you were to ask them how they're doing, their response to you would be something, you know, that would rub you the wrong way, you know, and you'd probably be like, where'd that come from? Like, why are you talking to me like that? And see, your person knows that. So they're like, I don't know. I don't want to do that, right? I don't want to. And they realize that that's not right. And they're choosing the lesser of two evils. Yeah, because they're having a pity party and a petty party. And so it's just like, yeah. Anyway, okay. Tell me about I owe you an apology. Tell me more about I owe you an apology. Yeah, they know they're not doing things the right way. We got justice in the reverse. They know. So their apology to you includes they know they weren't being fair. They know they weren't doing things right. They know that. Okay. Let's see. Please don't give up on me, on us. Tell me more about that. They say they're trying to figure it out. They will figure it out is what they're saying. And because they want you to know that they are serious, you know, the way that they're showing up for you right now, which for a lot of you they're not showing up, right? Maybe, and your person is acknowledging this, right? They're saying they understand why it looks that way. You know, the way they're showing up may be giving you the impression that they don't take you seriously. They don't take this relationship seriously, you know, that it may, you know, the way they're showing up may be, or if it hasn't already, that it may be, you know, affecting your confidence in this connection. And they understand why that is. They're taking responsibility and accountability for that. They understand they're not handling this the right way. What are you going to figure out with the Two of Wands here? They're not really sure. Okay, well, this is your person having faith. Your person doesn't know exactly what they're going to figure out or how, because they're in a, mentally and emotionally, they're dealing with something. Again, this feels self-imposed, right? They're in a woe is me. Why is this always happening to me? That kind of a mind space right now, and a heart space. They don't know how they're going to get out of that. But there's almost like a faith, like, I'll figure it out somehow. I don't know how, but I will. I'll figure it out, right? That's why they're saying, don't give up on me, pile 2. You know, they want to figure it out. They want to figure out how, you know, to get out of this space, you know, especially if it's something that can happen to your person. They understand and realizing, they're understanding, and they realize that the way they are reacting by shutting people out, not responding, ghosting, they realize that that's not the way, that's not the adult way, that's not the mature way to handle things, right? It's like, you know, they understand that they understand that. That's what they're saying. And when they're in this mode, they realize, like, it's funny because they're in it, right? And they're completely reactive. And at the same time, there's a part of them that's like, okay, I know I shouldn't be acting this way, right? They know that. And when they're in the thick of it, they can't bring themselves to care enough to take action. They're just like, fuck it, right? Shutting their phone off, shutting off social media, not answering messages. And this, again, this feels like it's not just exclusive to you. This feels like that's what they're doing with everybody. For some of you, and this is a very specific message, your person literally could have just been like, fuck it, and turned off everything, not talking to anybody, and they're just like, their way of dealing with it is just sleeping for 3 days. You know, 3 days doesn't have to be exact, but you see what I'm saying? And they're saying that that's, you know, it doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes things can get so acute in their life that that's just, they don't know how. It's like either I'm going to go berserk, I'm going to go absolutely apeshit on everyone, or the other way of dealing with that is just shutting completely down. And that, you know, it's almost like for your protection and for everyone else's protection, it's like rather than go apeshit, I'm just going to go like hibernate, right? It's go shut down, right? Shut down and shut off. Yeah, okay. Anything else? I'll end the reading with the messenger of the heart, and then yeah, we'll close your reading, you guys. If you got from this reading what you came here for, do me a favor, if you would, take a minute, smash the like button for me. You know the deal, you guys. Comment below, let me know what pile you picked. Let me know how it resonated. Become part of the family. Hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you don't miss a reading or an announcement. All right, so pile choose person. What do you want your messages to pile? Unseen factors, yeah. Unseen to you, okay? They are saying that there is a little bit like, you know, your person is questioning a lot right now, a lot. And yes, there is some of them questioning even their connection with you. They're like, it's like what I'm hearing them say is they're neck deep in doubt, and frustration, just in like overall. Unseen Factors says there's more to this story, though you cannot see it. There's still much more to unfold. Yeah, your person is saying you don't know the half. And of course, a lot of the weight of what they're dealing with is how they are interpreting and the meaning that they're making of what is happening, right? That's where most of the weight is coming from. I don't know that they know that though, right? I don't know that they know that. They're saying, yeah, for most of your person doesn't know that. They're feeling very much a victim of life circumstances is what they're saying. And that's why they're saying, like, you know, wanting to figure things out. They don't like feeling that way. They don't like, you know, but yeah. And then we got fairy tale. They think this kind of love only happens in fairy tale stories, but to them, you're too perfect to believe it's true. Yeah, they even do. They do question the genuineness of this connection. But it only, like, right now, that's what's going on right now. That just, that's what your person is doing. They're just in that space. They're questioning everything. I would say it kind of feels like a dark night of the soul, but for some reason it's not coming through that way. So I'm not really sure. It could just be a really huge epic funk that your person is going through right now. And then we got mixed signals at the bottom of the deck. It says that cloudy space between hot and cold is their way of telling you they're not totally sure if they're into you or not. I mean, it's back of the deck energy, and I mean, you know, and that could just be the energy that they're in. They're shutting everybody out. Even their mama, they're saying. In other words, even the people that you wouldn't think that they'd be shutting out, they're shutting even those people out. And so, again, bottom of the deck energy. So it's not necessarily like it's not that they don't know whether they're into you or not, but they are, you know, recognizing that their way they're acting, you know, this might be them saying, like, they understand why you might think they're questioning whether or not they're into you because of how they're showing up. But we do have the fairy tale here where it says they think this kind of love only happens. You know, what they're saying is they're looking at you as if you're too good to be true. So that does, you know, that does let you know, pile 2, that they are actually very much into you. They think, you know, they think it's one of them things where your person's in this energy like anything that could go wrong does. That's kind of like the story that they're telling themselves. It's kind of the funk that they're in. The woe is me. Why is this happening to me, right? And so they're looking at their connection with you and they're like, nothing ever goes right for me. So if nothing ever goes right for me, then this connection that with pile 2 that appears perfect and is going right, like it's only a matter of time before, you know, the other shoe drops, right? And so, and they're also very aware, you know, and the reason why they might be aware of this pile 2, because they may go through these funks, right? It might be something that happens to them somewhat regularly. So they know that even though they're in this funk right now, they're feeling the way that they feel right now, they know eventually they're going to come out of it and they'll be, you know, grounded and centered again. And then they're going to have, and it feels like maybe just a round of apologies, right, that they're going to have to be making, not just to you but to other people. Anyway, all right, pile 2, that was your reading. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again today. I will see you guys at your next pick a card love reading. Bye guys. Pile 3, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Michelle. We are doing another pick a card love reading. This one we are tapping into your person's energy, and we're pulling out any kind of messages they want to channel through to you. All right, so just keep in mind, you guys, it's a general reading. Anything that resonates, take it, run with it. If something isn't resonating, just simply drop it, leave it behind for whomever it might be resonating for. If you're finding that just the message overall just doesn't feel like it fits, or it's not, you know, landing right, that's okay. Just center yourself and see maybe if you, you know, reset your energy and see if maybe you feel drawn to one of the other 2 piles. All right, you guys. So, and I do have personal readings available if you want me to tap exclusively into the energy of you and your person's connection. The description box below has all the booking details. There are a lot of $25 readings available in the specific person category. All right, you guys. So you guys were drawn to the blue lace agate. Let's see. Overall energies towards you. We have, I miss you, no one else compares. So that's one of the messages to you, pile 3, is your person is missing you and they want you to know that no one else compares to you. Ooh, wow. We also have the King of Cups. Your person is in love with you, all right? Or there's definitely love there. And then hotline. They want you to know that, okay? They're wanting to actually communicate with this, communicate that to you directly. But let's see. And then we have fire. Wow. Ooh, man, you got your person in your feeling. You got your person in their feelings, pile 3. Big time. Big time in their feelings over you. Let me look at hotline. It says, isn't it nice to know that you don't have to do everything yourself? To know that there are unseen forces just waiting for you to give the word. Take a deep breath and know that whatever it is you need right now, guides and angels are lined up at your service waiting to take your call. All you need to do is ask. Yeah, it's that simple. So, I mean, what's coming through in the, you know, like in the energies that your person is in towards you, pile 3, is that whatever you want, they're down. Okay, whatever you want. For some of you, because we do have I miss you, there is some kind of a separation here. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be a breakup or anything like that, but if the two of you haven't, if you haven't been able to see each other or speak or communicate, your person is letting you know they are missing you something fierce, okay? If there is a separation for whatever reason, it could just be y'all are separated because, you know, they're at work, right? or they're out on a business trip or whatever. It's like whatever reason why the two of you haven't been able to see each other. I'm even picking up energies where it's like they don't even want to go a couple of days without talking to you or without seeing you. Okay, they miss you, you guys, is what they're wanting you to know. Fire here, it says radiance. It says the radiant light from the south spreads in all directions. It awakens your passion and intuition. The organization and preparation are over. Now is the ideal time to execute your plans. It says go forward at full speed. Don't lose the opportunity. Your person is about, they're ready. They're ready to make you some kind of an offer. They're saying they're done. Like if they were in any kind of a mode where they were trying to figure things out, or whatever the case may be, they're like that part's done. They already know. They've made their choice. There's a thing here about they've made their choice. They know it's you, and they're ready to start taking like rapid action in that direction, especially with the King of Cups energy here. Lots of passion. Your person, and then of course fire is all about action. And so it's more than just, words. I'm hearing affirmation. Yeah, words of affirmation. So yeah, they want to let you know, they want to express to you what they feel towards you. They want to, but it's also the action. They want to show you what you mean to them. Okay. Let's get their messages to you. Your messages to pile. Okay. So this did kind of want to come out like that. So I am, for the most part, your person is saying like, they feel so good when they're with you, right? You make them feel so good. There's something going on here, and I can see why, because we have I missed you. They're missing you. And so them being apart from you, their message to you, pile 3, them being apart from you, they don't like it, okay? For whatever reasons the two of you might be apart, they don't like it. For some of you, it's like they're hating it over there. Without you. They hate it over there without you. Okay. Pile 3's person, your messages to pile 3, please. Their skeletons are staying in my closet. So there's something they don't want you to know about. Okay. I'll see if I can find out what that is. Give me one more. Your messages to pile 3, please. You got me over the ex / the third party. So, oh, okay, here's the bottom of the deck, which isn't the strongest. And this may be like they don't want you to know that, right? I don't feel like I'm good enough for you. That might be tied to, that skeleton in the closet. Let's find out. There is a message coming through for some of you, like if the two of you have broken up or you have like gone your separate ways, your person is wanting to come back, okay? If there is an element, and this is super, super specific, so if it doesn't resonate, you guys don't, obviously, just hold on. There's more general messages coming through. If they left you for someone else or in favor of another third party, they're saying, or if they did that thinking the grass was going to be greener over there, they're saying no, they hate it over there. Okay. What's going on with these skeletons? Tell me more about the skeletons. Ooh, they don't want to tell you. You got to. The Emperor. Let me see what's going on with that. Why is that a skeleton? Knight of Wands. I just heard them say they knew better. And they did it anyway. Okay. I don't necessarily know why that would be a skeleton, but there is something here about Maybe, you know, if they, there's a message that there was a risk. Your person took a risk. They walked in a different direction, knowing that this connection, that if they went in that direction, that this connection was going to be at risk. They knew that, and they did it anyway. Okay, and the reason why they're saying it's a skeleton and it's staying in the closet is because there's an energy of they're wanting to present it to you as if they didn't know that. Because, and I can understand why, it's like if, you know, if pile 3 knows that I willfully risk this connection, then it's gonna look like I discarded the connection. I just threw it away in the trash. It makes it look really bad, right? That's why they don't want you to know that they were willing to risk this connection. They're saying everything. They were willing to risk everything on something that they knew was a risk. It was very risky. They knew that. And it didn't work out. They knew that there was a chance that it wasn't going to work out on the path that they decided to take, and they did it anyway. They're saying, I knew what I was doing and I did it anyway. I knew the risk that I was taking and I did it anyway. Anything else to add? You know, and that may be why we have I miss you and no one else compares. It is. I'm picking up on, you know, they thought that the grass could possibly, this is the thing. Your person is saying it's not necessarily that they thought the grass, they didn't know or think that necessarily the grass was going to be greener. They thought it was a maybe. Maybe the grass will be greener on the other side. And they knew they were taking a substantial risk going in that direction. And they did it anyway. And see, now, since they've taken that risk and they, you know, they did what they did, it's like now they know for sure the grass wasn't greener over there. Right? They know for sure. But it's so weird. Then why did you do it? I mean, there was very much irresponsibility. Now, granted, the Knight of Wands is in the upright position, right, as opposed to being in the reverse. So, I mean, it's, you know, there was some level-headedness, yeah, with the Emperor there and the Knight of Wands. You know, they were. It's not like they were just, you know, bedazzled, right, by somebody, and they're not wanting me to tell you that. It's not like they were just blinded, right, or tricked, or it's not just like they were just seduced and they, you know, they knew exactly what they were doing. They knew exactly what they were doing, and they did it anyway. And it's like now they know for sure. They know perfectly now. It's like, oh, obviously the you know, the grass over here doesn't look nothing like pile 3's. You know, pile 3's is better. Pile 3's taste better, nourishes me better. You know, the energy over on this side of the fence with the pile 3 is much better. I'd rather be over there with pile 3, right? And they knew that there was a chance that that was going to happen, that they were, you know, but they decided to hop the fence anyway. You know, they don't want you to know that. They don't want you to know that they risked everything on a bet that, or should I say on odds that were, you know, that they were likely to lose. That's so weird. So the analogy that's being given to me, it's like, you know, they went and bet everything. Like if they were to go into a casino and they knew that the odds were stacked very much against them, you know, they had like, let's say they got this valuable diamond, right? And the diamond is like you and your guys' connection and your bond. And they went into a casino, and this casino was like, it's not promising, right, that you're going to get a bigger, better diamond, but you might possibly, maybe, right? And then they tell you what the odds are, and it's like the odds are actually not in your favor that you're going to get something bigger and better. But your person was like, fuck it, you know, I'm going to try it anyway. And they lost. And so your person almost knew, like they almost knew that they were going to lose. There's almost an expectation, like it didn't surprise them at all that they ended up losing the bet, right? And so what I'm seeing is your person, it's like, okay, so they went into this casino, and this is all metaphorical, obviously. They went into this casino, and, you know, they had your guys' beautiful diamond, you know, of a connection and a bond, and they bet that against, you know, odds that were stacked against them for winning. And, you know, even though, so, you know, they gave away your guys's, you know, diamond or jewel, you know, and they didn't completely lose. They walked away with a consolation prize, but that consolation prize wasn't anything. The worth and the value of that consolation prize wasn't worth anything near what they gave up for it. That's what's coming through. That's your person's message to you. Like they're saying, yeah, I bet the farm, the entire farm, on this bet that I knew was stacked against me. And although I didn't walk away with nothing, what I walked away with is nothing in comparison to what I gave up for it. And they knew that. They knew that. They knew that there was a huge likelihood that that was going to happen, and they did it anyway. Why? Why did you do that? Why did you do that? They bet everything for their happily ever after, even though they knew more than likely that they weren't going to get it on the other side of the fence. Why? Why did you do Do you know why you did that, pile threes person? Why did you do that? I don't know if they know why they did that, you guys. They are saying that they do recognize a King of Cups. They weren't tapped, but see, the King of Cups is in the reverse here. They were questioning. They weren't tapped into this energy over here. Like the overall energy they are in towards you, and the connection is the King of Cups in the upright position. They're connected to it now, right? The King of Cups, that's heart-based connection. That's soul-based connection. That's being in love. They weren't tapped in. I feel like that energy was always there, but they weren't connecting to it. They weren't tapped into it. They weren't allowing themselves to experience it. For some of them, they're saying they question it as well. Even though they question it, though, you know, again, there was some kind of allure about hopping the fence to the other side, even though they knew more than likely things weren't going to pan out. There was some kind of allure over there. I'm having a hard time. Oh, maybe that's what it is, because we have I don't feel like I'm good enough for you at the bottom of the deck. Why? How come you feel that way? Tall threes person. How come you don't feel like you're good? The World in the reverse. Your person feels stuck in life, and they might feel stuck as a person. They might feel stuck in when it comes to, like, you know, personal evolution, personal growth and stuff like that. Maybe they see you as somebody that's just like you've grown. Like maybe you've outgrown the connection and they haven't grown with you, right? It's like their development may have stopped and yours has continued to go on. We got the World in reverse here, which I believe that's Capricorn energy, and then the Chariot in the reverse. That's Cancer energy. Yeah, so, I mean, the reason why they did what they did is that it was self-sabotage, okay? They were being driven, whether they know that or not, whether they're consciously aware of that or not, because, again, this is showing up at the back of the deck, so, you know, sometimes that can also mean that that's subconscious, right? It didn't make it out on the board. Yeah, you know, so this is kind of like an indirect message for you, your person letting you know They don't feel like they measure up to you somehow. You know, your person might not see themselves in the best light, and they might see you as, you know, they do. They see you as a very upstanding person. They see you as being very smart, very gifted. I just heard they see you as being very gifted. They feel like their development, or they feel like they've stopped. There's something about personal development with your person, pile 3, that they feel like they're stuck, like they haven't grown, stagnant, right? Something isn't wrapping up, or something. Yeah, yeah. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. What else? Tell me more about fire. They're ready to come at you full speed ahead. You know, and I don't mean that's like in a creepy way, or a way to, like, you know, put your defenses up, but Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Hold on. All right, tell me more about fire. They're saying one of their messages to you, pile 3, is they're willing to do anything to get you back. Not like in a menacing way, though, okay? They're not... We got the 4 of Wands, and the Sun in the reverse wanted to make itself known. They want union here. They definitely want reconciliation. You know, they want something worth celebrating with you, but why is the Sun showing up in the reverse? It's Leo energy. Why is the Sun showing up in the reverse? Oh, they're just, okay. They want it, but they don't know if they can have it. Yeah. They want to come towards you. They want to offer you. They want to start this, you know, or restart even. The 4 of Wands, that's, you know, that can be moving in together, getting married, reconciliation, celebration, right? But again, there seems to be, with the Sun in the reverse, there seems to be like a rain or a damper on that parade. And what that might be is whether or not you're going to be open to receiving it, right? Because your person feels like they want to come towards you full steam ahead, you know, offer you the moon and the stars and the sun and the universe and everything beyond, because now they know, right? Now they know that you were the one, right? They know that now. Now they know, for sure, 100%, no doubt whatsoever, that you're the one, that they should have stayed with you. They should have never, you know, hopped to that side of the fence. They know. Even though they knew it back then, it's like they know, you know, there was a little bit of a thing in your person's mind where it's like, well, maybe, you know, maybe this over here will turn out to be something, right, with whatever that third party energy was. And it is coming up in the past tense, okay? So what that lets me know is, like, if your person is still connected or still with a third party, if they left you for a third party, if they're still with that person, they've already mentally and emotionally, they checked out, okay? They want to come towards you, and they're saying they're going to come towards you. They're going to pursue you or start pursuing you again. They're not very confident that you're going to receive them, though, but they hope that you do. Yeah, the 2 of Cups has been showing up at the back of the deck a few times. This is the 3rd time I've seen it. And so they're coming towards you for reconciliation. Okay? They are. Tell me more about, you got me over the third party or the ex. What's that all about? Okay. Yeah, because it feels like with the skeletons, it's like, no, they don't want to, with the Emperor in the reverse, clarifying it, it's like they don't want to be that person's nothing. Whoever they're with over there, they don't want to be that person's Emperor. They don't want to be responsible to that person or for that. Oh, wow. They don't want to be responsible for that person or to that person, but what's coming through is they don't want to be responsible for them. okay? Meaning like they don't want to build a life with them. They don't want to nothing. They don't want to provide for that person, protect that person. I don't know. I'm telling you, pile 3. If your person left you to go be with someone else, they knew that there was they knew that they were more than likely going to end up regretting it when they did it. They knew that. They knew it. They hopped that fence, and sure enough, you know, yeah, sure enough, they ended up regretting it. They don't want to be over there. They don't want nothing. What I'm hearing, and this is, wow, they're saying they don't want nothing to do with that over there. They're not trying to build a family with that person. They're not trying to build no kind of an empire. They're not trying to, nothing. They don't want anything with that person. Now, for some of you that, you know, your person might have kids with that person or something like that. I mean, they kind of bit the bullet on that one, but, you know, that's what they're letting you know. They don't want to be responsible to and or for that person at all. They want nothing. They don't want no assets tied to that person, no finances, no nothing. They don't want to take care of that person. They want to take care of you. That's why the Emperor in the upright position was showing up as staying hidden and in the closet along with the Knight of Wands, because, you know, here it's like they were an emperor towards you. They wanted to take care of you. They were taking care of you, and, you know, at least they wanted to. If they weren't, right, providing for you and taking care of you, at least they had that energy. It was there towards you, right? That may be what the problem was, again, because we have, I don't feel like I'm good enough for you. You were pulling out those energies within your person, and maybe they were, you know, that's what okay, that's what that was, because we had the Emperor in the upright position coming out with the Knight of Wands in the upright position. That's what it was, because remember, we had the World in the reverse with Chariot in the reverse. They were needing to develop. They were needing to graduate. They have the makings of being an emperor, but as far as character and spiritual development, it's like they're stuck in Knight of Wands stage. And that's why they hopped the fence to the other side, was because whoever that is over there on the other side of that fence, they're also stuck in that. You see what I'm saying? So it's like your person felt out of their element on the side of the fence with you, because, you know, while they have the makings of an emperor, you may have been fully embodying Empress energy, while they were only fully embodying Knight energy. So they went to go be on the other side of the fence with somebody that more was like their lane, because your person was feeling like they weren't in their lane with you. You're on a whole different dimension than they are. And so they're like, let me go on the other side of the fence over here and go be with somebody that's more my type, right? Not like not type. Because I feel like you're your person's type. Very much so. You are your person's type, but it's like more my level. That's what it is, right? Because Knights and Empresses, they're not on the same level, but Knights and, you know, and other Knights are, and that's what they did. Okay, so that's, if you guys made it to the end of this reading, that's why they did that. Okay, whether they understand it and realize it or not, they felt very uncomfortable with you, because you're on a whole nother level than they are. They feel stuck in the Night stage, right? While you're over here, you're growing, and you know, when the two of you got together, you may have been in Page or Knight, you know, energy, but you've been growing and evolving and you know, things like that, and they haven't. You've, like, to your person, they feel like you've outgrown them, and according to the energies that came out, you did, right? And while they love, oh my gosh, it's like you're on a pedestal. They see you as a god or a goddess, right? You know, they have the core makings of a god or a goddess, but they haven't developed and stepped into that, and they're not embodying that yet. They're stuck in Night energy. That's why they did what they did, to go be with somebody that was more in their lane and on their level, because you weren't. You're in a whole different league, all right? That's why they did what they did. All right, now we're going to close up your reading with a message of the heart from them. If you got from this reading what you came here for, take a moment, if you would, smash the like button for me. It's a wonderful way to energetically donate to the channel as well as show your appreciation. Comment below. Let me know that you picked this pile. Let me know how it resonated. Become part of the family by hitting the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you don't miss a reading or an announcement. Okay, you guys. Pile 3's person. What do you want pile 3 to know? The journey. Says the journey. This love journey may be long and challenging, but so long as you are with them, you'll never walk alone. They're saying that now. Like, yeah, your guys' journey up until this point, pile 3, feels like it's had a lot of ups and downs. A lot of ups and downs, twists and turns, obstacles and stuff. And your person is understanding and realizing that they're to blame for the vast majority of it, you know, and they're telling you now, like, if you'll give them one last chance, right? If you'll give them one last chance, they're saying their message to you, pile 3, is that they promise to make it worth your while this time, because they are 100%, they know, you know, and it's almost like they know so much, it's like they'll never do it again. It's like they'll never question. I mean, it's weird because, again, they were never questioning that they were making, they knew they were making a mistake, but it was one of those things where it's like they felt it was a comfort zone thing. They hopped the fence to go be with someone in their own, you know, lane, in their own level. It was because, you know, that person over there wasn't challenging them to grow. They didn't have to grow to go be with another knight. With you, they have to grow. And they're saying like they're willing to do that now. Right? They're willing to, you make them feel uncomfortable. Just you being who you are, pile 3, your Empress energy, your goddess or God energy, presses them to also grow, you know, without you even having to say a word. Okay? And that can be very uncomfortable and very challenging for people, right? And your person says they're ready now. They're ready to accept the challenge. They want to be your counterpart. They want to be your equal. They want to provide for you and protect you, and they want to be that person for you. All right, pile 3. That was your reading. Thank you so much for hanging out with me again today. I will see you guys at your next Pick a Card Love reading. Bye, guys.